have been lifting for 10 years and honestly, I've wasted a lot of time. And that's exactly why I created this channel, so that you can build muscle and get jacked way faster than I did when I started training. If you're new here, or maybe this is your first video that you watch from me, I lift weight mainly because I enjoyed it. And my goal has always been simple. It's to get jacked, feel more confident, and live a quality life. I have always said this, the gym should complement your life, not consume it. So, my goal with this channel is to take all the complicated fitness stuff so you can know exactly what to do without overcomplicating it or overthinking. And that's because when I started, I got stuck in this analysis paralysis for a very long time. There were a lot of influencers, fitness experts, and a lot of podcasts, but the problem was they were all contradicting each other. And maybe that's exactly where you are right now. You are confused, you are overwhelmed, and you are just trying to figure out how to actually build the body that you have always dreamed of. But today, I'm going to go through all the noise and share with you the 5 lessons that took me a whole 10 years to learn. These are the exact truth that will get you back on track and move toward your dream physique. Lesson number 1 is the universal stimulus. No matter who you are, whether you have the worst genetics, you are very skinny, the stimulus to build the muscle is the same for everyone. Because muscle only grow when you push them beyond their current capacity. And that means real effort, real intensity, and sets that force your body to adapt. And it's definitely not about chasing pump in the gym or spending 3+ hours every single day. Your muscle will only grow when you give your body a reason that it can't ignore. Now, here's the practical application. When you walk into the gym, don't just do random exercise with random weights. The only way that you can do that is by having a solid plan. You have to push yourself more than last time, all the time. Whether that's one extra set, extra rep, or even better technique. Now, lesson 2 is the individual recovery. This is where a lot of skinny guys mess up. Back in the day when I started training, I used to copy the guy next to me. Or sometimes I would just copy some influencer workout that was clearly designed for guys on steroids. And then I wonder why I wasn't growing. Some people can train 5 to 6 times a week and still recover really fast. While other people like me and other skinny guys might need a lot of time to recover. That's why I only train 4 times a week with the upper-lower split. And most guys never stop to figure out where they fall in that spectrum. They just keep training more and more, thinking that's the answer, even when their progress stalls. Let me tell you something, if you don't balance stimulus with the right recovery, your recovery will stall, or worse, you will get injured. And what happens when you get injured? Your progress will start to go backward. Now, the practical application. Start with training 4 times a week. Then ask yourself one simple question after every session. Am I recovering well enough? Meaning, did your weights, reps, or technique improve every single week? If not, you are not recovering hard enough. And that's the reason why most people, they keep on lifting the same weight over and over again. And they wonder why they're not making any progress. Because their recovery is not in place. Lesson number 3 is your logbook. That means your tracking system. This one changed everything for me. The only way you can know if your training is working is if you track it. If you're not tracking, you're just guessing. And if you're guessing, you're not making any progress. Your logbook is the only truth in the gym. If your numbers are going up over time, you're on the right track. However, if you're staying the same or you're going backward, it doesn't matter how hard you feel like you are working. Something is definitely not right. And here's a big one. Adding more exercise, more reps, or more volume doesn't fix the problem if your body is not recovering well enough. Because the number 1 indicator of muscle growth is this: strength in a moderate rep range. I will say that again because it's important. Strength in a moderate rep range is the indicator of muscle growth and size. Nobody builds muscle without getting stronger at the same time. So if you've been lifting for months or even years and you look exactly the same, probably because you haven't been focusing on strength gains over time. Lesson number 4 is the paradox of growth. This lesson took me years to finally accept. Sometimes training less can actually make you grow more. So when I started training, my thought was more is always better. So I would do more sets, more reps. I would train mostly 6 to 7 times a week, sometimes even 7 days every single week. Because that's what I got taught. If you want to build muscle, more is better. But that's not the case for most people, especially if you're a skinny guy and you're not blessed with the best genetics like I was when I started training. And since I started training less, I started to see my lifts going up over and over again. I started to get very stronger on my compound movements like my bench press, deadlifts, bent over rows, T-bar rows, and even squats. And the hardest part is not pushing hard in the gym. It's having the patience to step back and let your body grow. That's probably the hardest part, because most of us are gym addicts. We just want to be in the gym every single day. But if you actually want to build muscle, give your body time to rest. That's when all the growths happen. And the last but not the least, lesson number 5 is the mental shift. After 10 years of training, this might be the most important lesson that I've ever learned. You need to stop comparing yourself to everyone else. I know right now when you go on social media, whether it's this YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, most of the physique that you see are the top 1% physique in the world. So that being the case, you need to stop comparing yourself and just focus on your progress. As far as you are making progress week by week, month after month, year after year, then that's enough. But once you start comparing yourself to others, you won't appreciate your progress. That's when you start feeling sorry for yourself, you start to let yourself down, and your consistency and progress will start to go all over the place. If you're progressing even slowly, you are winning. However, if you're not, then something has to change. This mindset frees you from constantly chasing the next shiny program or stressing about what other influencers are doing on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. This mindset brings the focus back to what actually matters. And that's what 10 years of lifting have taught me. So guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys gained a lot of value from this. And if you want a one-to-one coaching with me, I'll put a link in the description. Click on the link, book a one-to-one call with me, and I will see how I can help. For the meantime, I will see you in the next video.